It's a new year and a new Kindle library. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is April if you're new and you've never been here before. And today we're going over everything that I have downloaded in my Kindle Unlimited library. There's 20 spots, so 20 books here that I really want to get to throughout the year. A lot of them I'm probably going to be reading early on in the year, and then we'll move on from there. Now, I am not shy about what's in my Kindle Unlimited library. I think last year was a lot more spicier than right now. But, you know, let's just take a look and find out. So I actually have only 2 books that I'm carrying over from last year's list that I've had on my Kindle Unlimited library list for such a long time. The first one being Fear the Flame. This is a fantasy romance book, an epic fantasy romance book. It is so epic that I can't even figure out what it's about based on the synopsis. Like I really don't know. I'm assuming there's a dragon in it because there's a dragon on the cover. And I'm assuming there's a strong female character on it because there's a strong female character on the cover. Everything else, I keep reading the synopsis and I'm not smart enough for it. So I'm just gonna go in blind and hope for the best because everyone else seems to be liking this. So I figure, why not me? And the other one that I really want to get to that's a carryover from last year is Taken to Raxia. This again is going to be more of an epic sci-fi novel that's a romance, and I really want to read it because both main characters are aliens, so that's a little bit different than what I'm normally used to. The gardener's here with his blower. He'll go away. It's okay. He'll go away. The next one on my Kindle Unlimited library list for 2024 is Liar Witch. This is the second book in the Traitor Witch series. This is a Why Choose series that's fantasy romance. I loved the first book last year and I really want to continue on with this series, even though I'm terrible at continuing on in series. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it this year. We're gonna turn it around in 2024. Okay, we're gonna finish some of these. Okay, hopefully it's a series. The next one I was actually hoping to get to it this month because of the Once Upon a Readathon going on right now. And it's A Polar Expedition and Other Stimulating Research Opportunities. This just looks so cute. I've just always loved this cover. Thought it looked darling. Like polar bear shifter daddy cracks me up because there's no way you were hiding behind that tree, sir. There is no way. I have heard that he is quite the daddy, so I really want to get to this one. Like really want to get to it. And then there's another book in the series coming out this year, I think, if it's not out already, that I really want to get to as well. These just look like, I've heard they're very spicy, but also very sweet. So I really want to try it out. The next one is Halfling by S.E. Wendell. This is gonna be more of a sweeter, cozier fantasy romance. B from Mama Needs to Read What? Where are you at? B from Mama Needs to Read Romance read this and she absolutely adored it. She put it on her top 10 of the year, or, you know, her awards that she did. And, the cover looks great. I did read one book by S.E. Wendell and I actually DNF'd it because it was too sweet. So, but I'm willing to try another one. And I think I'm gonna go with this one. Also in 2024, I want to continue on with the Three Fates Mafia. I loved The Dragon Daddy in book 2. And the next book is Queens and Monsters. And this is with a demigod and Medusa. And everything about that, just like I want. These are extremely spicy. We got like a 90-10 smut to plot ratio in these, but they're just so fun. They're honestly so fun, such a good time. And I've been really enjoying them. And then next is a book that I quite literally need to just stop talking about because I still haven't read it yet. I still haven't read it yet. Actually, both of these books, both of the next two books, I still haven't read it yet. Nocticadia by Carrie Lake. All I know is it's a gothic romance. That's all I know about it, and that it's very long. I'm just kind of waiting for the right mood for this one, so we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. The January month is the month for fantasy romance, so I'm not sure that this one fits this month, but maybe next month. Maybe next month. And then also Flowers for the Devil. I have been wanting to read this ever since Patricia from My Romance Has No Limits said she loved this so much. So this is also one that was actually on my list for the Once Upon a Readathon happening right now, but I just don't know if I'm gonna get there. I don't know, I have so many books I want to read, and I just am a slow reader compared to how many I want to read. The next fantasy romance that I'm probably will be reading very soon is A Court This Cruel and Lovely. This is by Stasia Stark? Stasia Stark. This is a fantasy romance novel that I just heard was a lot of fun. Something about gods take away their powers when they're babies and give them back to them way later on. However, she retained her powers, and that's like forbidden. So that's all I really know about it. Everyone seems to be enjoying this series, and that is just a fun popcorn fantasy romance, which is my bread and butter, okay? So yeah, I really want to read that one as well. The next one I'm so interested in is called Scarlight by Evie Marcel. I just read a book by Evie Marcel called White Horse Black Knight, and I thought that book was honestly some really unique fantasy romance elements in there that I really enjoyed, and it kept me so intrigued. So now I'm more intrigued in Evie as an author. So I think this is one of her older books. This one, she is saved by a wolf from a rival kingdom when she's young. And in that kingdom, that wolf shifter, they believe that if you save a life, you own that life. And then years later, he has come back to collect her. So this was dealing with a princess, and there's like wintry elements on the cover. So I am definitely reading this month before the month is over for the readathon, and I can't wait to see what this is all about. The next book that I really need to read. I'm so glad it's on Kindle Unlimited for a very limited time. It's A Queen of Thieves and Chaos by K.A. Tucker. This is the third book in this series that I have given 5 stars to every single book. I absolutely love it. It's such an epic fantasy romance. You have a human woman who is abducted by this witch. She's used as a sacrifice to kind of like body snatch, you know, switch bodies with a girl in another realm that's a princess who just killed her fiance's entire family, and they hate her. And she is trying to defend herself, saying, I don't know anything about this, I don't know who I am. So it goes from there. Again, the second book was just the most epic road trip romance that I ever loved. So can't wait to see what's going on in this third book. I almost need to reread this series because I have forgotten a lot of parts in it because it's been more than a year since I read the last one, but I don't care. You know what, we'll fly by the seat of my pants on that one. And then we have Thief of Silver and Souls by Eva Chase. I, again, don't know anything about this book, and I really want to go in blind. All I know is that Eva Chase writes a lot of why choose fantasy romance, and this is with 4 dangerous, damaged heroes, and then her. Something to do about monsters and a kingdom, so definitely fantasy romance and not paranormal, but we'll see. We'll see. It's 540 pages, which is a long one, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We gotta be okay with longer books in fantasy romance. So I keep mentioning this vlog I'm gonna do, which is a cowboy romance vlog, but April style. And just to give you a little taste of what I mean is, this is one of the books that I've picked out for that vlog. It is called Atomic Wasteland, Dystopian Western Sci-Fi Romance. And this is by Tabitha Lovelace. I just read a book from Tabitha Lovelace called Monster Smut, and it was like a Krampus Christmas novella, which was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. So this is my cowboy one, or one of the cowboy ones that I really want to read. This is a very long book. It's, again, 544 pages, so a little bit longer than I'm used to. I don't know anything about it. I just know it's post-apocalyptic and he's a cowboy. And this cover is everything. I just love these throwback, vintagey looking covers that are almost pulp fiction, you know, like pulp-y type covers. I love that. And I know Tabitha Lovelace loves that too. So yeah, I'm excited to try this one out. I really hope it's good. The next one is one that I just think sounded so cool, and I really want to read it this year, probably more summertime or even into the fall. This is called The Scattered Bones, and this is by Nicole Scarano. A mysterious stranger promises to bring Cade, Sella's love, back to her, but she has to go around the entire kingdom and collect his bones through different quests. This sounds epic. The quests are brutal and vicious and violent. They are impossible tasks that she has to do in order to get her love back. She actually feels a lot of guilt because why her love is gone is because of her. So this just sounds really cool, and I really want to read it. And the next one is a Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland retelling that I just think sounds so good. I would really like to read an Alice in Wonderland retelling and then a Wizard of Oz retelling this year. Like, those are the two that I really want to read. But we're going to start with this one. This is Oh I Choose. This is called Ace of Spades by Jekka Wild. The series is called The Wicked Boys of Wonderland. And it says, the Wicked Boys of Wonderland want my body. The Red Queen wants my head. Just sounds so perfect for an Alice in Wonderland novel that I would like. Okay. In this one, there is a Mad Hatter, a Cheshire Cat, and a caterpillar, but they're all shifters and fae. So, like, that sounds like an April book, right? That sounds like something I would like. I really hope it's good. I really do. Oh, and this one's a novella. It's 244 pages, so it's a short one. And yeah, that makes me want to get it started. Probably, I think I'll do that in February. I think I will. And then I really have been wanting to read more sci-fi romances that aren't alien. And I think this one hits that note. This is called The Last Hunt, and this is by Abby Grayson. This book is about two space hunters with a complicated past, and they have to face off against each other in a race to capture a smuggler. And apparently things get a little complicated. This promises to be fast-paced and adventurous, which is, again, two of my words that I always look for in every book I read. The next book that I really want to read is actually the next book in the Stars and Shadows series from Holly Renee that I really loved. The fourth book is called A Kingdom of Fire and Fate. This does actually follow a different couple. So I really want to see if there's a difference between the last couple and this one. Again, this is like a 90-10 plot to smut, or smut to plot ratio. So lot of sexy times. Very simplified plot. Okay, but they're just fun. I just have so much fun reading these. They really are. This is a really good one. So I really want to get to that next one. And then the next one is actually a recent addition to this list, like very recent. I keep seeing this book everywhere. It's a completed series, I think, and it's called Spark of the Everflame, and this is by Penn Cole. All I know is that this is an epic fantasy romance. Again, you have a feisty and strong female main character, and she's fighting against oppression in her kingdom. There is a lot of political intrigue, court politics, and then of course a romance. So that's all I really know about it. Again, this is another one where I kind of really don't want to know too much about the plot because it just sounds like everyone's loving it and I want to give it a try. And then the last two books are actually historical romances that I really want to check out. The first one being Forever Her Duke by Scarlett Scott. I've read a few Scarlett Scott books, but I definitely want to read more. And this one I'm honestly just wanting to read because of the cover. For whatever reason, this cover just looks so ethereal to me and beautiful, like just absolutely beautifully done. This one sounds like a second chance romance. She's married the love of her life, the duke that she wanted, but then something goes wrong and she's trying to move on from that, but then she has a house party and has a mysterious guest, which is her former husband. So, these always promise to be scorching hot. Scarlett Scott is kind of known for that. Also, she is like the queen of the Kindle Unlimited historical romances, so I want to read more. And then the last one on my 2024 Kindle Unlimited library that I really want to get to this year is Bed Me Duke. And this is by Felicity Niven. And this is a sex lessons book. She is a Scottish countess, so she's seeking lessons from a gorgeous rogue. The sex lessons trope is my absolute favorite in historical romance, and if I see that, like I don't need to know anything more. And I do think this is going to be on the spicier side of historical romances, but we'll see. I honestly don't know for sure. All right, that is it. That is all the books on my Kindle Unlimited library. Let me know if you want to read any of these. I would love to buddy read them some because buddy reading honestly keeps me accountable for reading them. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already because it really helps my channel grow. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Bye.